You know what the best thing is about being my age? Well, when you have one of those weeks where that's tested your muscles, your endurance, you can come to your shop, even though I have a lot to do, can sit here and just drink a cup of coffee. And that's what I'm going to do. And as I was sitting here, I was thinking about my subscribers and all of you who have watched my videos, all the comments and the encouragement and everything that you have shown me over the past little over a year since I have actively started posting videos. I went from about 5 subscribers now up to a little over 1,100. And I never really thought that anyone would want to watch what I put out. I started posting because I wanted to leave a little bit of myself for my grandkids. So at age 69, I started, and I was challenged with all the challenges that an individual faces starting a YouTube channel. And that's technology. I barely know how to use this cell phone that is recording me right now, and how that's recording me live is beyond my imagination, but it is. I've lived a lot of life. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've experienced a lot of things. My head is full of information that I would love to share. I don't need to be paid for it. I don't need to get anything out of it at all, but just share what I've been blessed with or given. And this white hair. And I also want to thank you for being part of my life, all of you. But today, I think I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes and drink this coffee, thinking about it, and contemplating if going live is something I really want to do or not do. I'd put it out on the community page and had several of you say, yeah, go live. I appreciate it. I do. I don't know for sure if I need to go live with just my cell phone, or if I have to, the expense of the cameras and the lighting. You know, I guess I don't care if my face looks shiny, or if my head shows too much, or if I'm just the right color. All I care about is that the video quality is good and the sound quality comes up the way it's supposed to. Now, I have an excellent wireless microphone. Quite honestly, I don't know how to hook it into this iPhone. I got an iPhone 15, and I've got Rode wireless microphones, and I think that they adapt to this phone. I guess I have to figure that out. If I would and have that, then my audio would be a lot better. When I was pastoring a church, I always told the administrative board that when we get in front of the congregation, in front of the people, one of the key things in communication is to have a clear, crisp sound to give to the people. It didn't matter how good of a speaker you were or weren't. It mattered how that projected to the ears of those listeners. And if they couldn't hear it, or if it was muffled, or if you had high pitch, low pitch, squeaks, whatever, then that would take away from the whole service. So we invested in good quality sound. YouTube is just a little bit different than that. It's not only sound, but it's video also. And in churches, I guess, these days too, because they live stream their services. But good video quality and good sound quality, and then of course, then whatever you're bringing to the congregation or to my viewers has to have some good quality content. My watch hours have struggled a bit. I have plenty of subscribers for monetization in YouTube, but my watch hours are low, and that's all right. I didn't get in this for the money. I got into it, like I said, to leave something for my grandkids, to show their grandkids what Grandpa was like. I wish I would have something like that for my grandpa to show my grandkids. Little history about our family. My dad and my mom were both old order Amish. They were excommunicated from the church right after they got married. They tried to get back into the church and they couldn't. And I've been thankful for that, to be honest with you. Otherwise, I would not be able to do what I'm doing today. I love my Amish relatives. They're great people. Their lifestyle is just a little different than what I'm used to. So that part of my life is pretty good, but if you know anything about the Amish community, you know that a lot of their heritage and work ethic is they work hard, and construction was a big part of that. And back in the early days when my grandpa was a young man, and even his dad and his grandpa, they would have built timber frame barns and covered bridges and all kind of things throughout Indiana and a surrounding area. Well, fast forward to my dad's time period, he did a lot of historic restoration with old buildings. And we were the first to put the old grist mill down in Metamora back together. We worked on the aqueduct down there. We put in the lock gates back in the 70s. We even built a canal boat in 1980 and 81. It's called the Ben Franklin. They had issues with that boat. It got water in it and froze and broke a lot of the joints, so it had issues with floating. I think that old boat had been pulled for years, and it's sitting in some farmer's field right now. Got active with the state of Indiana in natural resources and went around and restored a lot of their historic sites. We have one right here in Geneva called Gene Stratton Porterhouse, log cabin. The author, Gene Stratton Porter, wrote many books revolving around the Limberlost Swamp area here. But that's where I came from, and as a child and as a kid growing up, I really enjoyed dragging junk home and fixing it. And I guess at age 70, I still enjoy doing it, and that's what I do in my shop here. I just find junk, discarded stuff, things that people don't pay much attention to anymore, and I try to bring it back to life the best I can. Some days I succeed, and other days I fail miserably. Today, in the past few weeks, I've been focusing on an old rototiller I picked up at an online off an online auction for $8. I didn't really understand why I even paid $8 for it, but those videos will come out sometime in January, I hope. At least I got a couple of them done. It's what I'm supposed to be doing today instead of sitting here drinking coffee, talking to a camera and hopefully subscribers out there. One of the things about being semi-retired, and that's what I am, I still manage an old hardware. It's been in business in the same building since 1882. I still manage that. I come out here and I spend a lot of my time here. I have a nice home, great wife, been married going on 52 years. Lots up and down, 3 boys. But anyway, the reason I can sit here drinking coffee instead of working on my project is simply because I'm 70 years old. And when you get to be my age, you hope that in life you can kind of pick and choose some of the things you want to do. And right now, I just choose to drink coffee and talk to you. I've been drinking coffee since I've been probably 17, 18 years old. The only reason I started drinking it is we worked out of town and they'd stop at the restaurant and I didn't have much money, so coffee was the cheapest thing to buy. So I bought coffee and loaded it up with milk and sugar so I could tolerate it. But now I drink it black. If there's anything you want to know from me or anything I can do to help with you and your project, any questions about YouTube and how I got started and what I've done, I'd encourage you to ask them. My email address is mrschwartz, 1954, that's when I was born, @gmail.com. That's Mr. Schwartz, my initials, Marvin R. Schwartz, M.R. Schwartz, Mr. Schwartz, 1954, @gmail.com. Drop me an email and tell me who you are, and I'll check all my spams and everything you need to check these days to make sure I don't lose it. And hopefully I'll find it in my mess emails. And I will respond back to you. Ask me anything you want about anything that I've done. And if you have any questions in regards to life situations, I don't have all the answers, but I've sure been a grandpa and a dad to a lot of people. And I pastored a church and I had a lot of hardship that I had to face and comforting words that I had to share. And I don't mind doing that. Fact is, that's part of who I am. Oh boy, I need to get to work on that project so that I can meet my quota of 2 videos a week, 1 or 2 shorts. Before I go, I want to tell you about one last thing, and that's the building that a friend and I purchased recently. It's kind of a sad story. It is a sad story. We purchased this building in town, and there's a man that had all his stuff stored in it and actually living in the building. Didn't own the building. We bought the building, and we were going to give him a certain amount of time to vacate. We signed the papers on a Thursday afternoon, and oh man, he died by the following Wednesday. It was a terrible thing. And never really want to gain property or But the thing is, the family got everything out of the building they wanted, and they left me with a lot of stuff to clean up, and the building needs repaired. It hasn't had a lot of attention in years, and I plan to share that on my YouTube channel as time goes, and I hope it's something you're interested in. I shared a little bit in some of the shorts. I got one coming out Sunday morning where I actually went inside and revealed some of the inside of the building. If you're interested in seeing that, that'll come out, I think 7:30 this Sunday morning. What is today? I don't even know. I don't keep track of days. Right now oh, I know what it is. It's Friday the 13th. So tomorrow's the 14th. That would be December the 15th, I think, at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, if you want to see that building. But like I said, I'm going to be showing some of that in upcoming videos, and maybe even share other stuff. I don't know. But right now I need to get back to that rototiller. It's dirty work because of the rust, and I got to clean it all up and make it look pretty and functional. But thank you for watching. If you've watched, I'll post this video on my on my community page. Anyway, it posts somewhere on my Facebook page. I don't know where. In the live feed, I guess. But thank you. Appreciate it, and have a good rest of the week and weekend. From Marv's Fixit shop, can it be fixed? Sure it can. Can you fix it? If I have anything to say about it, you're darn right you can fix it. Enjoy the coffee. Until the next one.